got a question over here, the black and gold baseball cap.
Hey Kyle, so you mentioned using tracking systems. I used ShotScope all of last year, and I saw a big reduction in my handicap. But when I reviewed the data, a lot of that I looked at is when I would play 9-hole rounds, I would do a lot better. But when I would go to 18 holes, which I don't typically play, I'd see a big, increase in my scores, as the round went, but not in a good way. So what would be the best way for me to carry that momentum I have when I play just 9 holes and I tend to shoot much better to a full 18-hole round?
I mean, that's a really nice, where the disconnect is. And a lot of times, especially as you're actively trying to improve and your scores get better, we kind of hit that point where it's like, don't screw this up. You know what I mean? An example I use a lot, and I hate to still keep back to it, but like the Falcons and the Patriots in the Super Bowl years ago. This is a pretty big thing in terms of how our brains work and stuff. It's like, we get to our comfort zone. Right, 9-hole comfort zone, and then 18 is a different score. I want to score a certain one, and we kind of get close to that, and we started like protecting it. So the Falcons were throwing the ball all over the field, just running them off the field, and then all of a sudden they like just start running, right? And they just try to run the clock off, and then Patriots just start chipping away. My point is like at any given level, when you get close to like a really good score, your personal best especially, it starts to get uncomfortable. So for example, like somebody who shoots like we'll say an 80. Somebody who's really good shoots 80, and you come out and you birdie like your first 3 holes, you're probably going to feel a little bit like, oh crap. Like, well, it's like hard to hold on to that because you're not used to being there. We see that a lot, like it's just not used to being there. So number one, my first suggestion, you got to play 18. Like you just got to get used to doing it. 2, I would just double check like your actual, what are you doing to keep your energy level up? Sometimes it's just purely getting exhausted. Like, if you're taking big swings and stuff, depending on the energy you're exerting, but a lot of times players just get tired playing 18 and we start to fade down the end. Make a mistake or something, and we start trying to press, and then we get upset. I mean, there's a lot of things that could go to that. But my first thing is just start playing 18 more if you can, if you have time to do it. 2 is like really going, what kind of scores, like, is there a certain like score that's getting me like, oh, my score's going to slip down? Like, I mean, there's more, I wish I could like dive more into that with you, but it's like, there's questions I have. Especially,
So, these guys, they're just up on the main stage. We checked it out. We got Kyle and Pat. So, for you guys who've been following Golficity for ever and a day, Kyle, you've been on 2-3 times now? Like 5 times? So I was way off on the time. 2-3 times, but like more than that. Yeah. So we don't count. We're a couple mulligans on my number. So Kyle, you were champion ways. You're what, top 50 instructor? Would we say? We're going to say top 50 instructor. That's what we're going to stick with.
Oh, he's a top 40, under 40 in Golf Digest, right?
Golf Digest top teacher in America under 40.
There we go.
There we go. We're going to stick with that. So with main course, that's why we're here today, right? We're talking about food and kind of keeping the energy level up. And I had a question for you when you're on stage. For me, I play a lot of 9-hole rounds with my 2 kids. I don't get a lot of time to play 18. So when I hit that turn, I get that hot dog, that burger at the turn, and guess what? I may not be full or hungry anymore, but my energy is going way down. So as an instructor, what would you recommend I pack in my bag, kind of keep with me to keep that energy level up?
Yeah, so water is a big one, outside of food, but like really I try to get players to drink a little bit of water on every tee box.
Okay.
I mean, it's really just avoiding sugar. And again, Pat probably knows more than me as a professional athlete, but peanut butter and jelly is good. Nuts are good. Like those are all like high energy foods.
Okay.
I would stay away from again the hot dogs, the carbs, the sodas, and all that stuff. But again, just like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. The nuts are good one to carry around. Apples, bananas, stuff like that.
And I've done the PB&J before because those are good. You can make those the night before. If they're cold in the bag in the morning and they're warm, they still taste good either way. So Pat, you were in the NFL for 16 years? Yep. See, look at that number. It's almost like I've been a fan of the team or anything like that. When you would travel around and you guys would play in different cities, would you play golf during the season at all or no?
I would play during the season. I would play Tuesdays was our off day, so I'd play on Tuesdays. I would actually play on Mondays after the game because you would be sore, and then getting out and moving a little bit this way would help the soreness. And being a specialist, I would actually go out and play on Fridays. I'd probably play 9 holes on Fridays during the season and get as much in as I could. and I would actually play during training camp as well. That made a lot of guys mad in the locker room.
So we've always heard, everybody knows that quarterbacks and punters are always, usually the best golfers on the team. Are you? Would you say you're the best long snapping golfer you've been around? Are you going to take that crown?
Well, there's only one really long snapper. Well, it's me and Pat Scales, who's a Bear now, so I haven't played golf with him. But actually, all the specialists are pretty darn good. There's a good golfer, Mike Leach, who's long snapper for like 15 years in the NFL, is a good golfer as well. But typically, your punters and kickers are the best golfers, and your quarterbacks.
How do you think that is? Sorry to hijack the thing.
No, it's all good.
I think it's the same movement. You know, like a kicker, like Robbie Gold's over here behind the camera. That same movement of hitting a ball with the foot is kind of the same way of hitting the ball with the club. That rotation, and just being
Flexibility
able to
too, right?
Yeah, and
Flexibility.
repeat that swing every time.
So what's your go-to favorite post-round meal you've had?
That's a good one. So I'm a pretty simple eater, I guess. So I typically have like grilled chicken sandwiches. Oh
yeah. Okay.
And then unhealthy it with bacon and like Swiss cheese and ranch.
Oh, that's good stuff right there. That's not a problem.
It's good, but it's probably not the healthiest. But it's afterward.
Yeah.
Well, you're allowed to have whatever you want after run, especially if you're sucking up a bunch of alcohol.
I'm definitely a grilled chicken sandwich type eater.
I love chicken. Pat, same question to you. Favorite post-round go-to meal?
If I'm going to gorge, I'm just going to go a big old burger and fries. And then if I want to stay somewhat healthy, try to get like the street tacos. Some places are going to now, like a chicken taco.
They're in like a
or
bag, right?
Yeah, some of those
Yeah.
that kind of stuff, yeah.
That's where it's at. Now, Pat, you've got beer and golf. It goes together, right? Everybody
Amen.
knows about beer and
Amen.
golf. Long Snapper.
Long Snapper IPA is out. It's brewed by Tighthead Brewery up in Mundelein. We put out 2 batches early on. It sold really well. And then this summer and spring, you're going to find it all around Chicagoland and different golf clubs around the area. And it's darn good. And I think it's going to taste better in the sunshine.
See, I've been trying to find it, and I haven't been able to, so that's on the list this year. So last question for you guys. We're all around golfing. Kyle, I know you go down to Augusta every year with your juniors, the long drive, chip and putt, which your young ladies did very good last year, mind you. Fantasy world, we all want to be that great golfer. Say you won the Masters last year. This year is your Champions Dinner. What's on your menu?
Man, that's a good one. So again, I like chicken dishes in different forms. So I'm a chicken parm type guy. But on the other side, I like mashed potatoes too. So I probably have that kind of crazy menu where people look at like that doesn't go together.
Okay.
So I might have like a chicken parm with some mashed potatoes and mac and cheese. Now I'm getting hungry thinking about that.
That's the whole idea behind main court. Pat, same question to you. You've won the Masters last year. You're coming in, it's the Masters menu. What are you putting on it?
I'll piggyback what you said a little bit, but I'm more of a steak and potatoes guy. So I'm going some sort of really good steak, whether it's filet, T-bone, ribeye, whatever. Maybe have a whole bunch of different ones that guys can choose from. I've got to have potatoes. I've got to have my starch. And then I'm just throwing some good southern veggies out there, some greens and stuff like that. I grew up in Atlanta, so that would be my perfect Masters.
Really, a lineman saying steak and potatoes. I would have never guessed that. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it.
You bet.
Pat, thanks for being here.
Thank you, man. Yeah.